Happy holidays again, everybody.
Merry
We're
Christmas.
back. It is Christmas time. It is the week of Christmas. We're getting ready to unwrap presents,
Oh, yeah.
do the family thing,
Do the things.
do all the family things,
It's Christmas time in the city.
or in your local town.
That's a good Cartman impression.
Yes. Yeah, well, Josh is the human version of Cartman.
And we got D&D this Saturday.
We do.
Which
we
is
do.
crazy.
That is crazy. I'm not even thinking about that yet. I got enough stuff to get through before we get to there. But today, it's a special episode of the show.
Yeah.
We are doing our year in reviews, and this week, it's a look back at the movies of 2024.
Oh, my God.
And we saw some movies.
You know what? 2025 is going to be stacked.
2025 is like a fire hose opening.
Because this was kind of a light year for movies for us.
Franchise type, yeah, big movies that we would usually go see together.
So we're going to kind of go down the list of
Yes.
the movies we saw. We will discuss.
Yeah.
I'd like to start off. I know we had this discussion prior that
Yes.
you didn't really see many movies outside of this list.
No, I realized that. I was more into the TV shows this year, I think.
TV's show
And I saw a
is
lot of
gonna be
documentaries, I think.
So those count if they're a movie,
Yeah.
not a series.
Yeah. So see, that's like, I don't really think of that.
Yeah, 'cause
But-
you watch all those the Netflix and all that other, like wasn't the Japanese game show guy this year? Or was that last
I
year?
don't think that was a show.
That was this year.
That was this
It
year.
was this year.
That was came out last year, but it was this year.
But you watched it this year, so
Yeah.
it would count.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, so that
when
would
you start
count.
getting into those things, it's
Yeah.
like,
And I saw this short that came out recently, a documentary that came out recently, like a short documentary that came out that's like really big, like out that people are talking about. It's like stuff like that, but then again, I don't think about those. I don't think about it. It doesn't like, it doesn't, nothing that's like, man,
Commercial.
you should have seen this kind of stuff. It's like, that was neat.
So something I've been doing since last year, and I'm kind of proud of myself that I've continued to do this. I actually make a list.
I told Claire about this.
Make a list from the whole month, and I break it down by month. And anytime I watch something, I watch a show or movie, I write it down. I make a nice little sentence of what I felt. I read anything really good. But I started this last year, and I actually did a whole year. And this year, I was like, man, because of this podcast, I can look back
Yeah.
and be like, oh, this is what I watched.
It's kind of like like your year in review, like your self-evaluation at
Yeah.
work.
my
Yeah.
thing is,
It's like you have all your notes of everything you did
Yeah,
that year,
pretty
so you know
much.
what you did.
I really should start doing that because there's definitely stuff that I haven't watched, but I'm but I feel like I did because of you guys.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
There's a bunch.
That happens a
There's a
lot.
bunch of things that you guys have talked about that
Yeah.
I'm like, did I watch that or did I not watch?
Well, because sometimes we go deep into depth
Right.
on things, and then it's like
Some
you
of
feel
the
like you
deep
watched
dives,
it.
I'm like, because I didn't watch a lot of the X-Men '97, but I felt like I watched
You
a
should.
lot of the. No, but you know
It's
what I mean?
worth it.
Yeah.
But to me, it's like I watched it, but then like I fell out of it, and then other stuff.
Yeah.
But I felt like I watched every episode because I was like, no.
Yeah.
Because I started going back and watching the ones that I thought I missed,
Mm.
but I can't remember if I did miss them because you guys did
Yeah.
deep dives into them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should do it like I start on my notepad on my phone. I just make a list of everything
Yeah.
I watch, and it's a good reminder of what I felt about something, and do I feel differently?
Yeah.
And for me, I have because we discussed this beforehand. I kind of made a quick top 3 movies of 2024 that are not on our review list.
Yes.
And I know you had a hard time coming up with that.
Yes.
You did watch an animated film though.
I did.
What
I
was
did. I watched the Wild Robot.
Okay.
It's a
At least you got something.
animated flick. I don't know who. I can't remember who put it out. I want to say it was DreamWorks. DreamWorks. It's a
It did get a
DreamWorks.
lot of good reviews when it
Yes.
came out. I remember that.
It's very much it was like a Fern Gully Iron Giant vibe.
Yeah.
It was very well done.
Nice. They make good movies.
Very much like a parenting kind of movie.
Gotcha.
Yes. I don't want to ruin it for anybody because it's really good.
Yeah.
And if you have kids, you should definitely check it out.
All right. See?
And if you don't have kids, you should check it out too because it's good.
There
And
you
the animation's really neat.
Probably
It's-
wouldn't be a bad idea to, if you do have kids, to watch it first on your own
Yes.
and then see if your kids can handle
Correct.
a lot of the stuff that
Yes.
happened in it.
Yes.
Interesting.
Yeah.
All right. I'll
There's some-
check it out.
It's one of those Bambi type things.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah. There's also some. Well, not only that, but there's some fun. Well, I don't know if as Bambi-esque, but there's a little hints at things that could be Bambi-esque.
Right, that's what I meant.
But
It's
aren't.
Like, it felt like it.
But there's fun little like adult things in there too that they drop in that make it
Nice.
entertaining. And Pedro Pascal plays a fox, and boy is he.
Well, I'm looking forward to The Last of Us Part 2.
Yes. Yes.
2025.
Yes.
Season
And they already
2.
announced part 3
Well, yes.
is happening.
Well,
The video game.
They haven't announced that.
Oh, I thought you just saw that this morning.
No.
Before I came in.
It's all rumors. There hasn't been an announcement. There's been no official announcement. Naughty Dog is working on an untitled project before they even work on
Okay.
Part 3. I mean, unless it was some sort of announcement I didn't see, but there has been no announcements that I'm aware of. But we got to move on.
Just so you know,
Huh?
the only thing that has been announced is it'll possibly be specifically for PlayStation 5.
Yes. Well,
yeah.
why
That
wouldn't
is
it be?
the only
Yeah.
like rumor type thing that
Yeah,
it's.
that means nothing.
It's
The only thing
confirmed
we-
to be in development.
Yeah.
Yeah, which we already know
Yeah,
that, but
the
there's
only
no.
thing we know for sure is that The Last of Us Part 3 will be on PlayStation platforms, specifically the PlayStation 5.
Yes.
That is the only thing anyone
So it's got to
knows.
come out in the next 5
Yes.
years.
Yeah.
The one thing that
before
did happen
PlayStation 6 comes out.
recently is Naughty Dog's next game will feature the voice actor of Joel, Troy Baker, will be in it.
Yes, yes, that's it.
Yes.
But we got to move on. We got things to talk about. Let's stay on focus.
Yes.
All right, so we're doing TV shows next week.
We are.
The week
Yes.
of New Year's.
Yes.
For movies, real quickly, I'll get this out of the way. I went through my top 3. Out of the year, these are my top 3. Outside of this list, we're gonna go over Alien Romulus, which I enjoyed a lot. It was good. It was definitely like it's got that Force Awakens. I kind of use that a lot now, but it's like it kind of repeated.
Remember
some,
berries?
It repeated a lot of those moments from the
Yeah.
original Aliens, but it continues the story. And
Is
I
that the one
hope,
with the young guys, the young kids go
yeah,
up and
they-
try to?
yeah.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of callback moments.
Yes. Yes.
But overall, I hope we see more.
Yeah.
I think it was scary and it was fun.
Yeah. It was a good reboot of the series. What you're trying to say?
This year being Saturday Night Live's 50th anniversary,
Oh, don't get me started.
I saw the movie Saturday Night, which was amazing.
I'm going to see it. Okay, I'm going to see it. I haven't seen it yet.
It was really well done.
I want to see it. It's on my list of things I need to see.
Oh, so good.
I'm hoping it pops up on Peacock in the near future.
Actually, it's a Sony movie, so it could, but
Netflix, probably.
I think it's coming to home release like in December,
yeah, so maybe Hulu.
maybe.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Yes.
One of my top 3.
I want to
to
see it really badly. I missed it in the theaters.
It's weird. I saw Civil War. I really liked it because I was looking at my movie list, but Civil War doesn't make my top 3 because it's a movie. I saw it once.
I saw it too. It was all right.
It was
We didn't talk about it on the show,
no.
but we both end up seeing it.
I liked it. I
It was-
really liked it.
it was-
but
eh.
it's not a movie I'm gonna watch again.
No. It was a one and done.
After this election, we don't know what's gonna happen. I don't
It
want.
could be a reality show.
It could be.
It could be a permanent thing.
Yeah, it could be a premonition.
Yeah.
But a movie that I watched over Halloween that was a movie I was waiting to check out was Late Night with the Devil. I just like the style. It takes place, any show with broadcasting, Saturday night and Late Night with the
Yes.
Devil. I'm fascinated, obviously,
Yeah.
what we do. But it's a late night talk show, and strange things happen.
Yeah.
And even though the last third act gets a little kooky,
Yeah.
I liked it. It was original. It was different. It was new. Something I haven't seen before.
Yeah.
And I applaud that.
Terrifier 3 didn't make your
I've
top
never
3?
seen any of the Terrifiers. No joke.
Yeah.
It's coming out of the movie theater. This was years ago. Terrifier 1 was in the theater. And I peeked into the door.
Yeah.
I think Terrifier 2. This was Terrifier 2. The scene I saw was like, oh, well, duly noted.
Yes.
I don't know if I
Yeah.
have the stomach for this movie.
Yeah, it's a gore fest.
It's a gore. It's a movies I do want to watch.
Yes.
But I just haven't.
Don't know if you have the gumption to sit through it.
Yeah, I haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah.
But anyway, Late Night with the Double,
Yeah.
Saturday Night, and Alien Romulus were my top 3 of the year.
It's good.
So, our list, Mark.
Yeah.
We did really...
Like I said, I probably have more movies. I just don't remember them all. And I've been racking my brain for weeks trying to remember
Well,
them.
if you can't remember them by now, then...
So I will be doing... I told my wife this, and she made fun of me, that I'm going to also be taking care and making a list of everything I see.
do it.
And I've told her it's for the show. It's
Yes.
not because I need... If I was doing the show, I wouldn't care.
Right.
But
It really helps me
Yeah.
with the
Yeah.
at the end of the year stuff.
yeah. I was like, I'm going to get an Excel sheet like Bryon, and I'm going to have
It's
it
just
all...
on my notepad on my phone. But I do keep track of all
It's like,
our
you guys are such
reviews.
nerds. I'm like, I know. Yeah, we are.
So our movies...
It's kind of our gimmick.
This, overall...
Before you start, Brian,
Yeah.
Saturday Night Night is available on Prime and Apple TV for rent.
Yes.
Okay.
But it's not coming to free until when?
Probably after the DVD's released in January.
Oh, January.
Boo.
Yeah.
All right.
It's
Boo,
January
hiss, boo.
7th.
Boo, hiss, boo.
Okay. So this year... the
Well, hold on
mo-
really quick, because we don't usually, like, we had our top 3 that we've seen
Yeah.
that we haven't talked about on the show. We don't include Josh in our rating system. But I'm curious, Josh, do you have any movies you wanted to talk about that you saw that we haven't seen? Or movies that you saw because we talked about them on the show?
At him now. We should.
honestly can't think of anything that I've seen that you guys haven't seen outside of like the random Hallmark stuff that the girls watch that I...
Or anything like that we talked about in the show, then you went and saw afterwards, but never ended up coming back and talking to us about.
No, that's what I mean. I think for the most part, I think we talked about everything that I've seen on the show. Like,
Okay.
because like I went and saw like, well, what was it after you guys? Was it Ghostbusters? What's this year?
Ghostbusters and also
I think I
Deadpool.
saw that, and I saw that after you, and I think we talked about it.
Yeah,
You know,
okay.
It's not like doesn't mean is because you know you were doing the same thing of like I'm trying to remember. That's what I mean is like I might have to start keeping notes because
We're getting
I
old.
can't remember. But like also so much stuff has run into itself this year that I can't. Like we used to have like the spring releases,
Yeah.
you know, winter releases.
It's everywhere now.
There must be a better concept of time at one point. I feel like I've
Right.
lost the concept of time.
We all have.
I think, but I also think that has to do with like the world we're in now, where like there's so much stuff
Too
coming
much.
out that
Yes.
Too
The
much.
fire hose is opened, and
Right.
we're just kind of being blasted with it.
but it's like the post-COVID. You know, there is no. This is the movie time. This is
Yeah.
the TV time. This
Yeah.
Is the,
It's everywhere.
Yeah.
it's.
Well, also because like on your streaming services, there's like movies that are released just to those, and so
Yes.
you're
Right.
watching
Well,
TV
that's what I
shows
mean.
and movies on the same
Mm-hmm.
devices
And
that
that's
you're
the other
not
thing,
like.
is, I kept thinking, oh well, I watch Yellowstone, but like no, that's TV. That's not a movie. I
Yeah.
watch this. Oh no, that's a TV. That you know.
Yeah.
That's a movie, but I watched it at home because there is those exclusive movies.
Yeah, and like I was saying before we started recording, like there's documentaries I've seen
You don't think of them that way.
that I don't think about them as movies. I just think of them as documentaries, so I don't like put them in the same
Well,
list.
they either or. But
Thing.
I
yeah.
mean, it's that weird thing. Of
But like the one, like
how
the
we
the
distribute
games, the
stuff.
Japanese game show one that I talked about on the show during the year, like that was amazing
Yeah.
because it's TV production stuff, like you were talking about with Saturday Night and the late night movie, same kind of thing. But it's like I don't think about it. And there was another one that was a short documentary that came out. It's a guy I watched on YouTube randomly. He's a YouTuber, but they did a short documentary on him. It's a Philadelphia Phillies. I can't remember the name of it right now, but he was like it was like a shortstop or something like that, but I can't remember it. But anyways, but it's really good, and if it's not really so much about baseball; it's more about mental health. But it was really well done. It was really well put together.
Nice.
But yeah, that's what I mean. Is like there's so much of that stuff now where it's like, was that a movie or was that a TV show that I watched on my computer?
Yeah. Well, also like if we don't talk about it on here, I don't think there's some things I assume someone's gonna watch, but then they just end up not watching them, and then 2 years from now he'll watch it, and then I'll have to talk about it. But I'll have to remember what I saw. So
All right, let's go on to the list.
Here's something
There's that.
that I did watch. I did watch a new Hallmark movie.
Oh my God.
Okay.
But it's
No,
about the-
I want to hear his thing. Let him
Alright,
talk.
It's
alright.
about the Chiefs.
You hired him.
It's about the Chiefs. But
Yes.
It has Diedrich Bader and Ed Begley Jr. in it.
Yes.
It's hilarious.
Yes.
Because,
It's the Hallmark version of the Travis Kelce Taylor Swift story.
but Brian,
It's really bad.
but No. But the funny thing is, like, if you don't look at that part of it, having Ed Begley Jr. and Diedrich Bader in this movie made it hilarious because just them is on their own.
That's
is
comic
Yeah.
gold, right?
Comic
there.
gold, yeah. Good stuff.
But you know, Diedrich Bader is
Yeah. Yeah.
He's also the voice of Batman.
Yeah.
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 Which Batman?
Brave
He
and
was
Bold.
Brave and Bold. He was a Brave and Bold Batman.
Oh, he's Brave and Bold.
And he's also a villain in, I think, one of the new ones.
Yeah, I think he was. I can't remember what he was, but he's a voice actor, but he was also the guy from Drew Carey.
He's he's a villain in the Amazon one.
Gotcha. I still gotta watch that.
I want to say
on my
the
list.
Joker in the Amazon one.
Gotcha.
Maybe?
I gotta watch that.
Or one of
Well,
those.
It's on my list. All right, we gotta go on to
Yeah.
our
I'm
list.
just
Yes.
saying.
Yeah.
You asked, and I
Yeah.
I literally watched it the other day, and it was
Thank you,
hilarious.
Josh.
Yeah.
Thank you. Well, there
Ed
you go.
Begley Jr. is funny on his own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
he's
there you
great.
go.
He's great. Thank you, Josh.
This is why I don't go to Josh.
You went to it.
I know. That's why I don't do
Jeez.
it.
All
I
right.
broke my own rule.
So our movies of 2024.
Yes.
I'm going to start at the bottom. We're going to work our way up.
Okay.
We had one top tier movie. We had 3 middle of the road movies,
Uh-huh.
and we had 3 mixed.
Okay.
When I say mixed,
One of us
liked
thought
it.
one way, one of us
Yeah.
thought the other way.
I'm going to start at the bottom and work our way up.
That's what Drake said to do.
I don't know anything about Drake. What, you know,
Started from the bottom.
And now we're here. Yeah, that's only if you worked at hockey games, you had to hear the
okay.
song.
All right.
It wasn't like I listened to it on my own. It was an old warm up song for the Wolfpack, and it
Okay.
was stuck in my head.
Gotcha.
And you have to know it
And
now
here
after
we
that.
are.
And now
Here
you
we are.
and now we're here. So
Now we're
there
here.
you go.
So these 3
Member
movies.
berries.
Member berries,
These 3 movies were the mixed batch.
the mixed bag, if you will.
Furiosa, a Mad Max saga.
Yes.
Mark, you gave it a 7.8.
Yep.
I give it a 9.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, it's mixed because you kind of give it middle of the road.
Yeah.
I kind of give it a higher top
Yeah.
number.
Yeah.
Overall, it's weird. I love that first Mad Max movie, and I still really enjoyed this for what it was.
It was all right.
I enjoyed it for what it
Yeah.
was. It was a little bit different.
Some of the acting was kind of ho hum.
I don't know if I'd go back to it. I do want to watch it again, but
Yeah.
right now it's like a buy on sale kind of movie for me.
Is this the Charlize Theron one, or is this
Correct.
the Anya Taylor-Joy one?
Honor
Anya
Taylor-Joy.
played her character. 'cause
Charlize
it's a
Theron is
prequel.
in it at the end.
Because it's a prequel.
It's a prequel to.
It's about her
That's
Yes.
story.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
So I keep my rating as is.
Yeah.
Nothing's changed really. It's a movie I do want to revisit.
Yeah.
This one, the next one is Dune 2. This movie came out in the beginning of the year.
Mm.
You gave it a 6.8. I give it an 8.
Too long. Still too long.
I'm interested to see the next Dune movie, but these Dune movies, I kind of feel like I see them in the theater. I'll never watch them again. They are enjoyable. They are great sci-fi, but I feel like an 8 probably.
I'm in no
fine.
rush to see him.
Brian,
Yeah.
speaking of that, did you see there's a show?
There's
Yes,
a Dune show. I
I'm
haven't
not
watched it
going to
yet.
watch it.
No, okay.
It looks boring.
It looks boring.
It's very boring.
Looks as boring as the movies
I
were.
know, but I saw the commercial and I was like, they made a show?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
But if you're a fan of it, that's great.
Yeah. Timothy Chalamet doesn't need to be in much of anything else, in my opinion. But I know that's an odd opinion to have, and I'm interested to see how he pulls off Bob Dylan.
Yeah, I was just going to say
We're going Christmas Day,
I assume you are.
and
I am not.
I have to say that trailer changed my mind. I think he did a great. Allison was impressed because both of us.
Again, remember, it's a trailer.
No, but just.
And you know what trailers have done before?
Just the extended parts of him talking and singing.
Yeah.
It was impressive enough.
Yeah.
Even in the Bob Dylan Reddit subreddit board where everybody was just pooping on
Yes.
the fact that he was playing a young Bob
Yes.
Dylan. That trailer came out and everybody was just like, let's see. This changed.
Just give
our
it a
mind.
chance.
honestly, it reminds me of that other movie that they did about Bob Dylan's life where they had like was it Claire Danes?
Oh, yeah, different people playing him.
Yeah.
Yeah. I remember that
Well,
movie.
that was a little bit more
But seeing that
loosey
trailer,
goosey.
Yeah.
Seeing that trailer though, gave me those feelings of that movie.
But this was
So
actually
it might
written
be
by
interesting.
Manigold, who did, Walk the Line,
Logan. Yeah.
Not Walk Tall.
Not Walk
Walk
Tall.
Tall, great movie.
All right, we're moving on. Joker 2, or AKA Folie à Deux. Folie à Deux. You gave it a 3. I gave it an 8.5.
Yes.
That's a movie out of the mixed bag. I still want to revisit.
I will never see that movie ever again.
I know you probably won't. I still enjoyed it for what it was. At the end of this, I do have something I want to talk about.
2 hours, never get back in my life.
Here's a movie. I watched this. I don't think I watched it and talked to you guys about it. It sucked.
Oh, you watched the Joker? I thought you were going to start talking about.
No, but I don't think I ever.
I saw that Hallmark movie.
I know. That's what I was going to start talking about Hallmark movie again.
I found out the Hallmark movie I was going to talk
I
about.
completely forgot that I watched this after
Yes.
you guys talked about it.
Me and Josh talked about it. We didn't talk about it on the show.
Yeah, because I was like, I have to watch it to see if it was as bad as
Yes.
Mark said
And
it was. It was awful.
I told you.
It felt very try hard.
Yes.
And trying to capture the first movie, and it just felt off the entire time.
Yeah, it's definitely not.
I could see where it was trying to go, and it wanted to be better, but it just.
On the ride to the hotel show recently, I rode Matt Ryan from his office to the hotel show.
Oh, okay.
And we talked about this movie because we hadn't talked about it. For some reason, it never came up. And we never got to talk to it because he finally saw it.
Mm-hmm.
So he was like, what was your real thoughts on this movie? So I was telling him, and he's like, yeah, I kind of see what you're saying. It's just because it made me think about it again because I hadn't thought about it in a while, and I was trying to rethink about the movie again. And it's just, I think I'm over the thing of them trying to glorify his character in that way. But I know they weren't trying to, but I think I was influenced at the time that we rated the movie, not so much by the movie, but by who we saw it with. And the audience that we had when we watched the movie, there were people cheering for the Joker in the theater.
Yeah.
And that turned me off from the movie.
Oh, well,
because I was like, that's not what the point of this movie is. You're not getting it.
No, the point
you're not
of the movie,
seeing what they're trying to get across here.
The point of the movie is he is incarcerated. He has no power.
Yes.
The power has that opening cartoon represents the whole movie. It's his shadow.
Yes.
His shadow becomes bigger than him.
Yes.
And at the end of that film, he's actually being chased by himself.
Yes.
His what's the word I'm looking for? His presence secedes him.
Yes.
So that's what Harley wants, is that person.
Yes.
She
wants
thinks
the dramatized version of him.
The movie.
Not him.
People in the theater, from what Mark was saying, I feel like didn't get that it's supposed to be subversive.
They didn't get the point that it was
also,
a character. They were rooting for like the chaos.
Right.
And that kind of thing. They're like, get him, Joker, get him. Yeah. And it's like, that's the scary part to me. That's why I said to Matt Ryan. It was scary to me that there are people empathizing and cheering for the character who is being portrayed as a murderer in the movie.
Well, he is a murderer.
And they were like rooting for that.
He gets his becoming.
No, I know, but I'm saying, but I think that's what also turned me off from the movie too.
I got
Secondarily, the acting of Lady Gaga was atrocious, but there was no chemistry between the two of them whatsoever.
That's fine. I mean, listen, do I think it's a perfect movie? No. I did think about it a lot, and I think I enjoyed it. I know walking out of it, you and Allison Allison did not like it. She does
grab.
She does not like music. It was not a cash grab because it made no money.
No, I know, but that's what it was aimed to be. It was aimed to be a cash grab.
I think it wasn't. I think maybe they thought it could have done something, but
I think
there was no way it was going to come up to $1 billion.
They went too far opposite from where the first one was.
I think that's the problem.
Yeah.
They had stuck with the first movie's like storytelling and kept it that way and didn't go into this weird inside his brain musical thing.
I think that's what I liked about it. It took
It-
a big. It took
it's
a different-
too big
I
of a
didn't want to
step.
see. I was afraid because the Hangover 2 unneeded, but Hangover 2 we all saw it and went, wow, that was basically the Hangover 1.
Yeah.
And I was so afraid Joker 2 was
same
going to
director.
be. Yeah, that's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
yeah.
Like was going to be, and I'm so glad he took a big swing.
Yeah.
Now, like we said, we had our review. Yeah, I don't think there should have been songs at every place.
Yes.
I think some of the scenes were really fantastic. It's not perfect. It
Does your
kind
rating
of
change, Brian?
no. My rating it still stays at 8.5. I have to see it again if it's going to change. Same with Furioso.
Yeah.
But
I think it's just with me the Joker thing. I think it was just that some of the casting was wrong, and the storytelling was kind of hokey in some places. A lot of MacGuffins to get to where you need to get to, kind of things, and like they kind of I don't know. It was just
you didn't like it. That's fine.
I didn't think
as
Lady Gaga was
here's
awful,
here
but it
here
wasn't
no no
good.
here it
I don't
is
think she was-
here it
she
is
was
the
decent.
difference now since seeing the Penguin and seeing that Joker movies. The way they retold the Penguin's story was so well done
Yeah.
and so thought out and so put together correctly. And then to see how they took a different way of doing the Joker story
Yeah.
and making it grounded and making it more street level.
If they stayed with the first movie,
If they had stayed with that kind of vibe from the first movie and that kind of storytelling, I think the second movie would have been just as good.
yeah,
They went too far left field with it.
with the musical aspect,
Yeah.
they could have. If
They could have pared it back a little bit,
Yeah,
and it would have been fine.
yeah.
They still could have told the same story without making it as
I also think it was
musical.
too much musical.
Too much musical.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
There was
Yeah.
a good scene when he's talking to what's his name, the guy from the TV.
There was good parts.
They're having their sit
Yeah.
down,
Yeah.
and I was
The
in it,
Robert Frost guy from
Yeah.
the Robert Frost movie.
and then they
yeah.
go into a song, and I'm like,
Yeah,
man, they
it was
ruined-
just they
that
kind
was-
of yeah.
The tension in that scene was so good.
They did that too much.
Yeah.
Because it felt like they were trying to take that part from was it the Harley Quinn movie? Because there was a music sequence in the Harley Quinn movie.
Yeah, the
No,
Birds
we-
of Prey.
Yeah, but you remember the Diamonds Are Girls' Best Friend?
Yeah, yeah,
Which was okay in that one section of that one movie.
Well, there's
And
that,
it
and then
felt
I
like
think
they
also
went
that
too far with.
well, like from looking back on it too, and I think when I was talking with Matt, I said this too, is like the thinking back on it thing. They changed the characters too much of Joker and Harley Quinn.
Well, he
It's
wasn't
like they
really-
put the Harley Quinn character into the Joker position of the comic book stories, in the way it, like the relationship works, and Joker into the Harley Quinn type,
also,
character.
it's,
and it didn't vibe right.
He's not really technically the Joker. He's,
No, that's the other thing.
he creates the Joker.
He creates
in-
the Joker,
in-
supposedly.
in this world.
In this, whatever this else world is.
Yeah, these two movies.
Yeah.
He creates a movement about
Yeah.
these people, almost like the Penguin in a way,
Yeah.
where these people who are just being sick of being pushed around by the rich.
Yeah,
And he creates a movement,
yeah,
and like those people dressed up as
Yeah.
the Joker,
yeah.
and
Then the guy who kills him cuts his face like the
yeah,
Joker.
I mean, there's
Like,
different.
Heath Ledger's character.
But it wouldn't be. It wouldn't be.
No, I'm
'cause
saying, but like that's like the cuts in the face, like making the smile and
So
everything.
his what he did creates these people to copycat or be like him or push that
yes,
narrative.
yeah.
It's almost very reminiscent of a
Now,
serial
if you were to
killer.
connect that, that'd have been.
I
if
mean,
you said the character that kills Jack Queen Phoenix's character is the future Heath Ledger character,
well, it wouldn't be because it's not.
that'd be a great.
The times don't
connection.
make any sense.
No, but that'd have been a great.
But people have thought like, oh, is this person going to go on to be the Joker? That
Yeah.
was the thought process. But also,
He might, but never going to find out about it.
I
so.
think I like this movie because it reminded me a lot of watching like Ted Bundy and all these serial killers because he kind of did what serial killers do, but ultimately
Badly.
you're stuck in jail.
But badly.
You can't do
Yeah.
anything. You have no power.
But badly.
I agree to
Yeah.
disagree on that, but
Yeah.
I don't think it was perfect. But
No, far from it.
okay,
Yes.
so this was mixed bag.
It was a very divisive movie.
It was. So all three we were a little bit mixed on.
Yes.
We're going middle of the road, Mark.
Okay.
Middle of the road.
Ones we both thought were ho hum.
These are above fives, but
Yeah.
under nines.
Gotcha.
Ghostbusters Frozen Empire, 8.5 from you and an 8 from me. Kind of landed in the same spot.
Not bad. Not bad. There's a
Beetle-
good movie. It was a good reboot-ish second movie.
So these three movies all go in my pile of sequels that were just kind of like, I was kind of like, wow, these are the unneeded sequels, but they
Well, no,
happened.
Frozen Empire established the new Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Whereas the first one brought back the story of Ghostbusters.
Right.
Frozen Empire established the future of Ghostbusters going forward.
It was a building stepping
Yeah.
stone.
So this is like your transition episode.
I mean, for me, I just wish we
So
saw
if they make a
more
third one, it'll
Ghostbusters.
be not old Ghostbusters involved, more new Ghostbusters involved.
Right.
Kind of the plan of what the original Star Wars, like newer Star Wars, were supposed to be.
Yeah. The next movie, Beetlejuice, we both
Yes.
gave it an 8.
Yeah.
And then the final one out of the middle section is Godzilla and Kong, the New Empire. You gave it a 7. I gave it a 7.5.
Yeah. That one was just a popcorn movie.
It really was. I forgot everything that
Nothing wrong
happened.
about it. It's just you're not supposed to remember anything. It's just monsters beating each other up.
I know.
That's all you want to see. It's a guy movie.
Well, that's like my problem with those is the Monarch series melded into it.
Well, no, but that's a good series.
No, but I can't differentiate the two.
Yeah.
So out of these three movies, I
Beetlejuice was good.
would tell you Beetlejuice is my favorite out of these three. Out of these three, Mark, what is your favorite? out of
I would
these
agree with that. Beetlejuice was my favorite one.
three? And I think all three of these
But
movies.
Ghostbusters is not far behind it. of those
I
three.
mean, if I had to put them in order, Beetlejuice, Ghostbusters, and then Godzilla.
Yeah.
I think out of these three movies, for me, it's sort of like. I think Beetlejuice I appreciated a little bit more because it was a throwback and it was practical
Yeah.
effects.
Yeah.
It was not perfect. It had
It's a very predictable story.
I'm gonna use this phrase yet again. It was the Force Awakens of Beetlejuice.
Yes.
They just did the same movie
Yes.
but bigger.
Well, not but they also had they
And then they crammed in a bunch of side plots that led
they-
nowhere.
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 No reason for them whatsoever.
Like Monica Bellucci,
Beetlejuice's wife's
yeah.
character.
Is it Monica Bellucci?
Yes, something like that.
Something like that.
I
So
can't remember.
she-
Balducci or
I think it's Bellucci, not Belushi.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Bellucci.
whatever.
So she shows up, and you're thinking there's going to be a big something at the end. No, she just gets eaten by the sandworm. And you're
Yeah.
like, oh, wow. She's sucking guys off this entire time.
Well, she's stealing their souls.
Yeah,
Yes.
she's sucking them off.
Why? It's a family show.
She kisses them and
Yes.
sucks all their souls out.
She sucks their essence.
Yeah.
Yes.
And you're thinking, wow, something big's going to happen. No, we're going to end it just like the first
Well,
movie.
yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I mean, it's not a think piece.
No,
It's
no,
Beetlejuice.
But you can still
Yeah.
be critical of it a little
Yeah,
bit.
yeah, no, I'm just saying. It's not like,
I feel like if,
it's better than Dune, so.
you know,
Better sandworms than that than we're in Dune. I'll tell you
I
that
agree
much.
with you on there.
Beat me to it,
Yeah.
Mark.
I agree
Beat
with
me
you.
to it. I was going to say better sandworm.
Better sandworms than that than there are in.
I would say
I'd rather watch a sandworm story on Beetlejuice than I would on Dune.
For
That's
me,
for sure.
I know you might be different. You're gonna have a different opinion, but I say out of the three, Beetlejuice was nice to see those characters back again.
Yes.
I don't know, the Ghostbuster movies. I'm like, well, they're just. I see them in the theater. I'll never watch them again.
Yeah.
Kong's the same way. See it in the theater and never watch them again.
The Kong's like a good, if you're not feeling good kind of movie. Like if you're, like when you were younger and you were not feeling good and you put on Price is Right. Then after Price is Right over, you're like, oh, I really want to watch something.
You know what's weird though?
Oh, I got Kong. I can watch the Kong Godzilla movie.
I watch Afterlife. Every time it's on, I sit and watch it.
Yeah. It's like one of those,
Well, I'm just
brainless
speaking for me.
movies. Brainless movies.
I would say, after seeing Godzilla -1, and then we saw the New Empire.
Well,
it
yeah, that's
really-
two different,
It really took the sales out of New Empire.
two different boxes. Of
I understand, but man, it made,
apples and oranges.
I'm like going New Empire. I think this is probably the worst out of the series, though. Out of all the,
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah. This was just them. Let's just go full
they went for full Fast and Furious.
full
with this
Fast and Furious
Yeah,
in this one.
this
yeah,
was
yeah.
like,
the only thing left is them to go to space.
yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
They did
Yeah,
everything.
Godzilla on Mars. and
I
that'd
don't
be
know
like
what
the
else
next-
you could do.
Was this the one that had Kong with the
The glove.
The
Kong?
body glove.
Yes,
yeah,
the body glove.
glove.
They go in inner space. They go everywhere. I don't know what's gonna happen. Are
Yeah.
they coming back?
We're
I don't
so
even know.
close to Power Rangers with.
If Power Rangers should show up.
Power Rangers movie. Yeah.
Well, they did that already, and it didn't work.
They did. It was bad.
So,
A lot of big names in that though, for some reason.
anything you would change out of these three, or you
No,
pretty
no,
happy with?
that's pretty
I
where I'd want
agree.
them to be.
I agree. Now, the one and only top movie we saw this year, and I'm sure you know
Deadpool
what it is.
Wolverine.
Deadpool Wolverine.
That's the only
We
movie that
both-
came out this year.
We both gave it a 10.
Yeah.
I still
Yeah.
stick with that.
Yeah.
I just picked it up. I got the Steelbook. It was on Black Friday sale for a Target.
Yeah. I'd watch it again, but I have the whole movie memorized because I saw it twice already. So
Well, I want to watch the bonus stuff. All
That's the
deleted
thing. That's the only thing,
scenes and
yeah,
stuff. And if there's any director commentary, I'd like to see that.
yeah.
Which doesn't happen very often.
Yeah.
But man, I think Deadpool Wolverine, we went in with high expectations and we left satisfied.
Oh, for sure.
Doesn't happen often.
Did you see it's still going? They've
Yeah.
updated Deadpool and Wolverine at Disney. It's now doing Christmas stories.
Oh, really?
So it's like they're still pushing like that
Yeah.
whole
Yeah, it's still
and the
just
Disney
as
Plus narrative. And
I will.
everything.
I will
Yeah.
say this though. They did. I'm going to use this phrase yet again. When Force Awakens came out, the
Oh my
marketing
gosh.
for that movie was spot on.
yeah.
It was well done.
Yeah.
They did Deadpool Wolverine. This is how a movie should come out and how a movie should be promoted. It came out,
Yeah.
big movie. They didn't put it on streaming until literally just like a month ago.
Because it hasn't left the theaters until a month ago.
But-
so
No, well, usually all these Disney movies go out on streaming 45 days
That's what I mean. It's
after.
usually there's the
usually they
Disney
don't
Plus
last that
push.
long in the
Right.
theater. Yeah.
So
They
there's-
did
when
it right.
It literally got called that, the Disney Plus push.
Yeah, but they
45 days Disney Plus.
right.
Yeah.
So they did it right. They made it so you could only see it in the theater.
Yeah.
They made you wait for physical release. They made you wait. This movie felt like a traditional blockbuster movie
But
coming
that's what I
out.
mean. That's what's funny about the story times with Deadpool at Disney is they promoted the Disney Plus push. It literally has on the wall behind them seen on Disney Plus.
Right.
So it's like they see the joke and they're going along with
They're
it.
leaning into
Yeah.
it. So I think top notch Ryan Reynolds knows what he's doing. Obviously, they trust him enough to let him do what he's doing. And Wolverine, I mean, this is the team up everybody wanted. We got it this year, 2024, the year of our Lord. I don't know what's gonna top this movie in 2025. I know we have 3 Marvel movies coming
We
out.
do. We have a bunch of movies coming out.
But in January, we will do our what we're looking forward. When we come back from our Christmas break, we will do what
Yeah.
we're looking forward to.
Well, I'll give
That's
you
what I was just about to ask
I'll give you a highlight for that.
No, wait for January.
Well, just a list of folks so they can keep track. These are movies we might talk about next year.
Okay. You don't want to wait till January? That's our first show coming back.
Well, I know, but we'll get into it more of what we want to see.
All right.
But this is just movies that we might end up talking
Just
about
the
next
list,
year.
The breakdown.
Not saying that we're going to see them,
All right,
but
okay.
these are movies that fall into the categories
Do
of
it up.
movies Mark and Bryon might review next year.
All right.
Jurassic World Rebirth, Superman,
Yes.
Captain America Brave New World,
Yes. Let me see.
28 Years Later is coming out next year.
Yes. You didn't like the last one. You
You
closed
took
your
me. Yeah,
eyes.
you guys didn't,
We made you
tricked me
go.
into going. Yeah.
Yeah.
The Fantastic Four First Steps,
Yes.
Thunderbolts,
Yes.
possibly Mortal Kombat 2.
Maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
The last one was all
Um,
right, but
F1, which I think is going to be a great movie.
I don't know what that is.
Brad Pitt has been recording this movie. They've been filming it during this season of F1,
Mhm.
and they actually filmed during the races and during the race weekends.
Mhm.
And some of this, like the trailers and stuff they put out already, phenomenal. Like you saw Gran Turismo.
No.
Oh, I thought you said you saw that.
No.
Oh, well, anyways, if you saw Gran Turismo, it's very much that same style of shooting.
Yeah.
But it's actual like race footage as opposed to
Ah.
CG stuff.
Gotcha.
Tron Ares,
I don't know. Maybe.
a movie you will see that I won't see. The Conjuring: Last Rites.
No. I've never seen any.
No.
I think
Okay.
you've only seen the first one.
Avatar: Fire and Ash.
Yes, I'm looking forward to that.
I know you are.
I
You're
love
one
the
of the
last
weird
one.
words. I love that movie. Mickey 17. It's a movie I know you'd know, but you don't know the story behind it. It's a
Is it about Mickey Mouse?
It's the
Is that
no.
the Pattinson movie?
This is the Robert Pattinson
With
movie.
the clones?
Oh yes, I
And
want
the
to see
clones.
it.
It's very
I saw
much
the
Moon.
trailer,
Very much like Moon. It reminded me of Moon.
which is very quirky.
Yes.
It's very bonk. I want to see it.
Yeah.
It looks really good.
Yeah. The Running Man is coming out next year, supposedly.
A remake?
Yes.
I will skip it
Yes.
unless it's good, but I don't know.
The Electric State. That's the Millie Bobby Brown, Chris Pratt movie. That's gonna be on Netflix.
Oh, it's gonna be bad.
The trailer looks really good. I don't know why I like it, but I like it.
You know what? It's gonna be bad. It's a Netflix movie. It's gonna be bad.
Well, I don't know. The one that Ryan Reynolds did wasn't terrible.
It's weird though
I don't
because
know.
that's based off a book,
Yeah.
but the book is an art piece. It's
Yeah.
like the snowman.
I think that
Oh,
movie's
okay.
already
No
out.
words or
Mark.
anything.
No, it's not. It comes out next year. It comes out in January.
Yeah.
Oh. It's
But-
not,
Yeah, or something
No,
like that. Like March.
March
Yeah,
14th.
March 14th.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's based off art books.
It's
Yeah.
based off an art book of like post-apocalyptic.
Yeah.
And
Like
yeah, you're right.
robots.
There's
Like
no.
the
The
50s.
whole story's told by
Yeah.
pictures.
Yeah.
Um.
I'm interested in it. I'll watch it.
But it's really interesting because I saw that and it's like, Mark, you remember the snowman?
Yes. Yes.
It was an art book like
Yeah.
Jumanji.
Yeah.
That same type of issue.
Well, Jumanji had words.
No, I know, but it's mostly
Yes,
picture.
like Polar Express,
Yeah.
like that kind of thing. Yeah.
But it's
Yeah.
one of those things where I'm like, I want to watch it just to see how they do it.
Yeah.
You know?
A movie I think you'll probably end up seeing that I probably won't see. Wolfman.
Yes, that looks good. Do want to see
Return to Silent Hill.
that. I'll see that. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's supposedly Now You See Me 3.
I've only seen one, and I wasn't I wasn't like, oh, I can't wait for them to make a trilogy.
You're not excited about the Minecraft movie?
No, not at all.
No. Five Nights at Freddy's 2, I guess, is coming.
Never seen one.
Bambi the Reckoning.
That's funny, but I won't see it. It's like, yeah, it's
Like
all,
Popeye the Slayer Man.
it's like all
it's-
the public
it's,
domain stuff.
Yeah, the public domain horror movies that they're coming out with.
Yeah.
Scary Movie 6.
I will see that because I think it's the Wayne brothers are back.
Yes. Megan 2.0.
Never seen 2.1.
Oh,
Megan
okay.
is the doll movie.
It's
That's-
AI
Yeah.
movie, yeah.
Mark, do you see they're doing an accountant too?
No, I did not.
I will see
Yeah.
that. I like the accountant. That's Hustle's.
Jeremy Hutzel.
Hustle's
That's his
career is
secret
based
world.
off of that
His
movie.
secret world that's Jeremy Hutzel in real life.
He's an accountant and Goodwill
Yeah.
worker by
Yeah. The Strangers Chapter 2. Did you watch The Strangers, the first one?
No.
No.
I don't even know what that is.
Pinocchio Unstrung.
Are these porno movies? What are you listing off here?
Saw 11.
I've only seen Saw 1. I got
Okay.
10 more to go
You
watch.
gotta catch up. You're behind. Let's see what else we got here.
All right. We should save the rest for our January show.
Wait, hold on. I just saw one. I just want to say it.
What?
Karate Kid Legends
Yes, I
with
didn't
Jackie
mention it.
Chan and Ralph Macchio.
Yes.
So it's
Wow.
tying
It's tying the
that
two
second- that
ones
second
together.
Will Smith production movie with the current.
Yeah, the son, Will Smith's son, like
Yeah.
that universe in with the original universe.
What about Cobra Kai?
It's going to be the extension of that. It's like that's
yeah.
the movie that they're doing.
Wow. I've
Yeah,
never
6
seen
seasons in
any.
a movie.
But I just. Yeah.
Maybe
But yeah.
the Community movie might be coming out this year. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, we'll see.
I want to see
I've
what the Lilo and Stitch movie does.
live action.
Oh, another live action.
Yep.
All right, we
Yeah.
should save the rest.
And the
for
Snow White and the
January.
Seven Dwarfs live action with the creepy dwarves.
I've never seen. I've tried to watch the Aladdin live action. I just couldn't do it. They're not for me.
They're not for most people.
Not for anybody. I do know the first live action one they did with Jon Favreau did the Jungle Book.
That
And I
was
know-
yes.
I heard that was really
pretty
good.
Yeah, that was
and
alright.
then they have all kind of gone
Yeah,
down
kind of gone
downhill.
sideways from there.
Yeah. All right,
But
we
yeah.
should wrap it up.
But the
Yes.
Maleficent ones are actually pretty good. The Maleficent. and-
Angelina Jolie.
Well, that's different because it's telling the story about the bad guy.
I know,
Yeah.
but
It's not like a remake of
Yeah.
a cartoon.
Yeah.
yeah.
Right.
But that's what I mean is The one that's confusing to me is the Mufasa one. Like, do we really need a Mufasa?
What's a prequel?
It's a prequel.
I know, but
they're just capitalizing on the Lion King movie.
No Jeremy Irons, no watch.
Yeah, that's, I mean.
Right, exactly. All right, so this was our list of 2024. I'm thinking 2025 is going to be a lot bigger.
It's going to be a lot more.
January for our first show.
Especially since we're
going
to keep track this year.
Well, that's the thing is, what for the most part, what Mark and I were saying was just the first, like, 4 months.
Yeah.
That's.
Well, I mean, like the Marvel movies, that's the whole year,
outside
basically.
the Marvel
But,
movies,
Right.
but, like, most of the other stuff was the first.
yeah,
4
because a lot of
months.
stuff hasn't been announced yet that's coming out in, like, summertime and that kind of stuff. Like, there'll be more things coming that we'll probably
We'll go over what
get
we're
into
looking
when we get
forward
in
to,
there. Yeah, we'll get more
January.
in depth into that coming up.
But that was it. We didn't see a lot. Next week we're doing TV.
That's going to be a long one.
It's a longer list. I got to put together.
There's a lot more shows that I've watched that you haven't watched yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw. You can do a top 3 outside the list
Okay.
of your top 3 shows that are not in the list.
Okay.
Outside of it, I probably have a top 3.
Yeah.
How many TV shows are on the list if you want to tease, or if you can?
For 2024, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There would be 13, but Mark watched Echo. I did not, so
And Penguin just got added onto that.
that's with
Yeah.
Penguin. So, we saw a lot more shows. We reviewed a lot more.
And
shows.
it might be a show that ends before we get to that show.
Well, it's next week.
What we do in the shadows? Would that be over by? Would that end yet?
No,
Oh.
got 2 more episodes.
Okay.
So it won't.
Okay.
It could be put on the list for next year.
Okay. Gotcha.
Are you caught up with that?
I am.
All right, we'll talk about it next week. But
Yeah.
that show won't be on our list for 2024. We'll
right.
definitely put it on our 2025 list.
Okay.
All right, Mark.
Sounds good.
We got to wrap it up.
Wrap it up.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody. And as always, be safe, be well, be merry, and be kind.
Rewind, hit the like button, subscribe.
Yes, the drive to 125. Even if we haven't hit it yet, we're still going
Come
for
on,
it.
let's go.
Come on, people.
Good night, Rocky.
Night, Bobby. And see you, Howard. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas.
Oh, yeah!